west of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Run. Hurry.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was brought down by taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Smith here. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles hit 4 and 6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football. And they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
First down, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Mayfield now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Smith, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on: catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for picking up the 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They go play action. Mayfield. They shakes him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Jair Elam makes a pick. He's at the 40, 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Willis to try and throw for it. Rolling to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Eagles 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Regular.
action now. Here's Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They go play action with Willis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Willis will look to throw on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Play fake. Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley, 41 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Up the middle with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Kaiir Elam, he was the one that broke through quickly on that play and got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of it.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take an